Last time on Cloudfall. After going broke on wondrous magical items from the markets of Baxi, the party made a beeline for the impound hangar to get Poppy's wagon back. Doran smooth-talked the clerk while Aaron and Journey switched the price tags on Poppy's cart, which, to the GM's surprise, worked incredibly well. They got the wagon back at a bargain, and it came with a bonus gift of Mikey and April. But Guy was left wanting more, because inside that same hangar, Guy rediscovered one of his dearest and oldest friends, his mount, from his former life who he affectionately calls Steed. Unfortunately, Steed is currently owned by one Mr. B, the best racer in Baxi. If Guy wants to get back in the saddle, he's gonna have to get up to speed in just one day. You are all at the Venus Promenade. This is the hologram central of all of Baxi. This is where people come to share and trade videos, to upload them to the mainstream so that they can be shared to other people. You see how this works now. The mainstream is just a giant crystal that kind of floats above a platform near the heart of Baxi here. If people press their own Venus crystals to this thing, they can download other people's videos, they can upload their own, and that's how things propagate. That's how things go viral here on Baxi. You know that it is Oscar's current mission to try to get his video uploaded to the mainstream so that everybody can see his claim of love for Mabel Maybe, Lady Luck. Just a moment ago, you heard Oscar trying to shove his way through the crowd. It is nearing dusk. It's still sundown, still plenty bright out, but this whole area is kind of in the shade of a rock wall. So it's quite cool and pleasant out here. But there's a throng of people. It's almost impossible to get to that crystal in the center. You are kind of rubbing shoulders with Tabaxi on all sides. And then you hear Oscar's voice breaking through. Come on, I need this. Come on, somebody please just let me through. This is ridiculous. Come on.
That voice, is that not...
Yeah, I think it's him.
It gets louder and louder, and he is practically upon your group, kind of shoving past a large black Tabaxi here. And he kind of bursts into your little circle and he goes, oh, hey, how's it going?
Great. You going up there?
Trying to, but I got a long way to go.
Oh, pardon me for pointing this out, but can't you fly?
Yeah, that's a little uncouth, don't you think?
I mean, it's for love, right?
Yeah, I just,
All is couth in love and war, as they say.
Yeah, I've heard that all right, but, it's really bright out here, you know?
Are you uncomfortable flying in front of other people?
He starts kind of staring at the floor, and he, like, scratches at the back of his neck and says, yeah, And Aaron, when he says it's bright out here, that kind of strikes you because in Thieves' Cant, saying it's bright out here means that there's a lot of eyes on you. A lot of people you don't want watching you. I need you to make an insight check.
The insight.
Maybe it's Blight out here.
Okay. 19.
Okay. I need a sec to look something up. Hold on.
Insight is when you kind of understand what someone is.
Thank you.
I think Tim's done playing now. He quit D&D.
Hanging up my headphones.
With a 19, you recall in an instance a moment from earlier in Baxi. An older woman with a cowl on had approached you and referred to you as a little bird. And it strikes you in this moment that That was Oscar in disguise. He was following your group to get into the dungeons. It all kind of clicks in an instant. Oscar's a thief by trade. He's a rogue and a scoundrel. And if you didn't know any better, he probably has a blight mark on him somewhere. His skin is just too dark for you to ever see it. Yeah, I don't want to, call too much attention. It seems like cheating to just fly up there and,
Do you want our help clearing a
Yeah.
way through the crowd?
If y'all could just kind of, plow ahead for me.
For not wanting to draw too much attention to yourself, don't you think putting this on that thing will do the opposite? Isn't that the whole point?
Oh, yeah, no, everybody's going to know about it, but they're not going to find me. Not after this.
Last time we tried to help you on this mission, we almost burned alive.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, and I planned ahead for that. There will be no flames this time.
Who are you worried about finding you?
Oh, he looks off to his right. Everybody give me a perception check.
Mine was a 5 this time. Not good.
24.
17.
15.
24.
Ooh,
Hey.
Holy crap.
there's the insurance.
Twinsies.
Yeah, Oscar looks off to his right and...
Whoops, sorry, 18.
Whoa!
Persuasion and
They are
perception.
Performance.
You know what, John? They're spelled close enough. Just apply the same bonus.
Thank you.
Yeah. for you, yeah.
Just for John.
Yeah.
We can't start this again.
Persweatments.
All of the P's have the same bonus to them.
John has a plus 10 to P skills.
Oh my god.
As long as nobody's watching.
Theo penis.
Wow, there it is again.
Theo penis.
No penis. I will say anyone who rolled a 15 or above is able to track what Oscar is looking at here. Oscar looks up to his right briefly, and those of you who rolled well enough clock a few members of the brass.
The brass?
The brass, the police.
Okay.
Yeah.
The kappas.
The
The
authorities.
fuzz.
Not the coppers, the brass. Wrong metal altogether.
Terrible.
Wow.
Oscar then drops his expression and looks off to the left. Those of you who saw the cops, gee, Thomas, those of you who saw the brass also see the Blight and familiar Blight. You see Ginch and Ribbo from Farewell among the crowd. Ginch was a warlock gnome, an angry, feisty, unpleasant person.
Ribbo's the Dragonborn.
Ribbo was a dragonborn. Didn't do anything wrong.
Sat on a couch.
Why didn't they stay home?
Yeah.
They ate all my cookies and they were rude about it.
Are we going to be in trouble here? Are we going to be in trouble? We got some Blight over here.
Where?
Just over here, this way, just past my shoulder.
Oh, shit. And Aaron ducks down.
The brass is over this way. This is a pincer attack.
Yeah, you're right. We need a GTFO.
We don't look like ourselves though.
Yeah, could we GOFT that way?
You can do whatever you want. You guys, I need
come
to...
on, we're so close. I just need your help. Come on.
Aaron, just quick change.
Oh my god. Aaron gets down on all fours in the crowd and kind of tries to be like, guys, crowd around me, quick, squeeze.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Oh my god. And
Yes.
I guess Aaron will shift into a dwarf.
Okay.
Did I say it right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got it.
So good.
It's been years in the making.
I'm gonna just do hidden step, I think.
And just turn invisible?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just gonna be invisible.
Yeah.
Maybe if we get Oscar to the crystal, he can act as a distraction while we escape.
Oh yeah, good idea.
I'm invisible now, but you hear behind you, well, I don't think we're gonna be in any trouble. They're not gonna recognize any of you.
Yeah, it shouldn't be any trouble at all.
Ah!
And you just see a gray-haired little dwarf man. He's very petite for a dwarf. Dwarf. This is Hagon. He's a dwarfen warrior
So good.
with long gray hair and elaborate braids in his beard, and he has a lot of hair growing out his ears too. Also.
Nice.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Do we know you?
I'm Hagon.
It's me, Aaron. Oh, obviously.
Oh.
Wink.
Oscar, you've come this far. I think you can manage. I think we've made enough of a distraction already.
We're so close. Can you guys just kind of push and make a break for me?
Excuse me, out of my way. I'm in labor.
Thank you. You're the best. Hey, she's having a baby here.
Oh, ow.
Doran's going to take a step back.
Alrighty, time to get going. This lady's giving birth.
And Hagon like puts his little elbows up and he's like walking like he tries to push people out of the way at their shins and their knees and like kind of hitting them in the legs.
Yeah.
I've like shoved Pinch down into my skirt a little bit so I have a bump.
Okay, yeah. Oh, perfect. Wow, okay. Between Hagon and Poppy, like the like short squad is like hitting people in the back of the knees so that they're just like kind of crumpling and moving
Kicking
out of the way.
shins.
Yeah.
Guy is going to take care of the people above the waist.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
And I'll bring up the rear and catch anyone who's in danger of actually hurting themselves.
Sure. Guys tapping shoulders and people turn around and take one look at him and go, oh, and they just move out of the way. With all of you combined, you actually start to make a lot of progress towards that crystal and have almost touched it when you hear a whistle. And you see the brass start moving towards you.
Oh, I think it's twins. Oh no.
Can't arrest a pregnant woman. That's the law.
You guys are maybe 10 Jesus. You're maybe 10 feet away from the crystal trying to push up, and the people that have made it up to the crystal made it there because they were strong enough to get there and shove people out of their way. So it's gotten really tough to get through now. These are bigger folks that really want their videos up. What are you going to do to break through?
Hagon's gonna try to just punch people in the back of the like right where their knee is.
Okay.
Whoa.
Hagon just starts being like, "Hey, get out of the way!" and punch.
Sure.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation
Okay.
to make it like a splash
Sure.
on people's ankles.
Wow.
Oh, my water just broke.
Cool. Let's have you roll an Arcana check for that, and let's have
Prestidigitation, what is it?
amniotic fluid.
Amniotic fluid.
Yeah.
That's got to be in the
Just
rule
like
book.
a-
Yeah.
Right?
No, I'm sure it is. Yeah. And
Gross.
at the same
I'm
time,
horrified.
Hagon, I want you to make an athletics check for your
Ooh.
punch fest here.
Punch in the knees.
Should we just ask that Wizards of the Coast guy on Twitter? Like, hey, can Prestidigitation...
Can I get a stat block for amniotic fluid?
You know.
Did you roll?
Yeah, it's 11.
Okay.
Got 9.
Wow. Try as they might, Hagon, these people are larger, and when they turn around, they're just like, hey, what gives? What are you doing?
Hey, can't you see this lady? She's giving birth.
One of them looks up and they go, oh, what the hell? And they look at their boots and they're all wet a little bit. And they're just like, ugh. And a couple people turn and walk away, but doesn't clear the full path up to the crystal.
But it helped.
And the brass are closing in on you. Doran, you're the last line of defense before the brass breaks into your group. You've got a moment to do something about it. What do you got?
I take out Owly and I quickly lick him 3 times.
Okay.
Yep.
And he's free.
Right. Free candy, everyone! And then I throw Owly up into the air. And then I start clapping.
Owly does a huge circular pass around this place, kind of flying around the crystal, and sure enough, the guards stop and they look up to watch, kind of expecting an explosion or something terrible, but they see this thing just kind of shaking out its wings and dropping rock candy everywhere. You see people shield themselves and kind of protect, and there's ow, and you hear this murmur amongst the crowd of ow, ow, as rock candy's hailing down on them.
Hey, don't you like rock candy? What's the deal?
You hear a voice in the crowd goes, nobody likes rock candy. But there are some
Wow.
excited kids, and this caused a lot of chaos. Why don't you give me an intelligence check, I guess, because we got to root it in something, right?
Can I make an argument that it's a performance I'm trying to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep, I would take that.
Sweet. All right. 22.
Great. Okay. Yeah, the cops are momentarily mystified, as are the Blight. You can see everybody's kind of stunned for a second as they stare up at Owly. But Owly's also kind of returning to you in a moment. This was a temporary deal.
Yeah.
Oscar's going to make an attempt to push up.
Okay.
Oscar's bad.
Oh my
You see
God.
Oscar press against 2 of the largest tabaxi you've ever seen in your life, and he goes, come on, guys!
He's useless.
Well, gotta go. And you see Aaron as Hagon the dwarf just kind of
I'm gonna try and do just a shove of the people closest to the crystal that maybe could be pushed through.
Okay.
Yeah, can I just...
Give me athletics, yeah.
Yeah.
invisible
Fucking around
shove.
with my hair. Can it just be strength, or does it have to be athletics?
Yeah, you can choose to essentially make an attack.
It's like a shove attack.
Yeah,
I'm not trying
sure.
to injure, but I just want to use my strength.
Yeah, okay.
13.
Yeah. I had this guy make a strength save to resist being pushed, and they're quite a bit larger than you are.
I'm large.
Yeah, you push on a person, a tabaxi, and you realize a kind of striking trait about this person. They're a huge tabaxi in the first place. Big, thick arms, long golden mane, but in this golden mane is a large swath of hair that's been cut out. It seems something must have got in their hair and they had to cut it out kind of surgically to remove it. But you see this giant lion-like tabaxi turn around, and he looks down at you and he goes, "We got a problem here."
Did my hidden step go away because I pushed?
Technically it's an attack, so it would have gone away. Yeah, actually.
Okay.
Yep. So he turns around, and I don't know if you expected to be seen or not, but he kind of glares down and he says, "What's going on here?"
I'm trying to get my pal here over to the crystal just real quick. If you step right out of my way, then I'll get out of your way, sir.
We all got a lot of videos to upload.
He's just got the one.
He starts to kind of turn around again to disregard everything you had said, still standing like a brick wall in your path.
Can Guy step in here?
Yep.
Guy's gonna step right next to Journey and look that guy in the eyes and cast Cause Fear.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Journey's too nice to be scary.
Okay. I got a 12.
I think that's a loss. Sorry, I haven't played D&D in a while. 15? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Yep.
Okay.
I think you should step aside, friend.
You see his eyes just kind of like wiggle from side to side as he beholds you. He's almost too afraid to look you directly in the eyes, and then he looks straight at the floor. You see a couple other tabaxi near him, and they go, Captain, what's wrong?" And someone else goes, "Captain Field, what's going on?" And like they all kind of like, they're like, "Oh my God!" And all of a sudden, this huge lion-like tabaxi is just like, "Ah, ah, ah," and he just bolts Journey. He almost like topples you as he peels out of this crowd.
Is his heckles up, tails? Like
Yeah,
big
I mean,
fluffy?
all of his,
Yeah.
yes. He actually kind of like bounds over a couple people, and he's just kind of bouncing up and down. You see him cause this chain reaction of chaos throughout the crowd. And Oscar finally gets a chance to take a step up towards the crystal, and he presses his against it. And then you see him get yanked backwards by a member of the brass. You see him being dragged by the wrist, and he is just swiping, trying to get his crystal to connect with the main one, but he misses.
I want to grab the crystal out of his hand.
Okay. You all kind of see what's going on here, but he's desperately trying to get this, and he takes one final swipe, and he ends up throwing his crystal, and it bounces off the main one and lands on the ground. As he's being dragged away by the brass, he goes, "Oh man, I guess this is it. What a crazy journey it's been. Well, I guess I should probably hit the door and go with all you guys before things really start popping off." Aaron.
Is this a code?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the crystal on the ground.
Yeah, you got it. No problem. I mean, people were more interested in him shouting than they were with anything else. You pick it up off the ground.
Yeah, I kind of like, I want to scooch into the crowd a little bit so that I'm not in full view of the brass.
Yeah.
And just be kind of crouched and then put the crystal up to the main crystal.
Yeah, almost like an ambulance driving through traffic. A bunch of people try to get in really quick behind this and like take their spot. You manage to kind of weave yourself in there. Yeah. And you press the crystal to the larger one. You can see, you don't know if you're doing it right, but you can see a transfer of light from one to the other. And you look up into this main crystal, and on one of its many facets, you can see the video, the hologram that Oscar had taken earlier in the court chamber of him pointing it towards himself, pointing at the crystal and saying, "Mabel, I'm going to be with the heart of Baxi if that's where you are. I'm with you always."
Did he get us on that video at all?
Make a perception check.
Nat 20.
Yes.
Bitch.
Okay.
Sorry.
Poppy, you're like really down low, kind of against the crystal. You don't even know if people know you're there. You're almost underneath it.
I'm
You're
being
so
crushed.
small. Yeah. You're being like crowd
with your
pressed.
last breath.
And you're being pressed right up against one facet, so you get kind of a 4K
Just
view
an eyeball
of this.
touching the
Yeah.
facet. Like,
Yeah, the video practically gets uploaded to you at this point. But yeah, you see it, and for a moment, when he spins it around, he catches Journey. But that's it.
Oh yeah, because I was all up in the
Journeys.
crystal's
Oh.
business.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
That's fine.
Well, I try and climb my way back out of that crowd, and I have halfling nimbleness, so I can move through people's spaces.
No problem. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just like, boop, boop, boop.
City girl.
Yeah.
Journey, we have a problem.
Can I take the crystal off now?
I think it's uploaded, but you were in the video. Video? You were in the crystal.
Is that bad? Am I gonna get in trouble?
Maybe, probably. We were not supposed to be there, and now your face is all over it.
All right. I'm gonna use my last hidden step and go invisible again,
Okay.
and then I'm not gonna attack anybody.
Yeah, you got a whole day of subterfuge ahead of you. It's bold.
Yikes! Making bad choices, y'all. All right. I'll follow you out, and then I go invisible.
Oh, I'm still in labor.
People are kind of mystified to see you again after having disappeared for a couple minutes there. They're just like, where had she been? Like,
The pinch lump is like off to the side
Yeah.
now, and I'm just like, oh, this is probably not good.
it's enough of a confusing scenario that people are starting to give you a wide berth now, making it extremely easy for you to get out of this crowd and back out into backseat.
I literally like duck walk, crouching, crawling, following
Yeah.
her.
And Journey, you get a taste for some of the danger of using invisibility in a crowded space. People
I
are
get
stepping
stepped
on you,
on.
they're kicking you and kneeing you, and they're so frustrated when they bump into something.
Yeah. I get ouchy hands.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The rest of you are able to regroup outside of this crowd a little bit, still near the mainstream, still in the central plaza. You don't see the brass nor the blight. It's just you guys.
Did everyone see the Blight earlier?
Nope, just you and
And me.
I did too.
I think I did.
yeah.
I had rolled a 17
15 or
I
above.
believe.
Yeah, okay.
I think we need to track down those Blight members. I recognize them.
Track them down?
We need to figure out where the others are, the other leaders.
I think we should stay as far away from them as possible.
Yeah, I think it's not such a good idea to try to, get in their business. I don't know why they're here. Just bad news, you guys. Trust me.
I think the dwarf is very wise.
I think we need to regroup because we keep running into trouble no matter where we go here.
Let's go back to the rolling pin and
And the scratching post.
the scratching post. Was that the hotel we stayed
Yeah.
at? Okay.
The Scratching Post by Sunbeam Hotels, I think, was the name they came up with. Yeah.
A subsidiary.
Oh my
derivative.
goodness.
In that moment, while you're all standing outside this crowd, kind of inconspicuous back to your own devices, you see someone coming around with a big wooden box kind of strapped to their shoulders that's hanging off their front like a big platform. And you just hear him go, Venus crystals! Venus crystals! Get your Venus crystals newest model.
Oh, we need one of those.
How much are they?
I don't know, but I might be able to foot the bill.
Do we have any money left?
A little bit.
Not a lot.
Journey, do you want to do the negotiating here?
No, maybe Journey should stay out of.
Someone in the visible spectrum.
Poppy said she saw me on that video that I up.
Yeah, that's right.
Freaking, what do we call them? Video crystal?
We've said
Holograms.
We've said
Holograms.
upload already.
Holograms?
The patent is a historoscope. The common name is a Venus crystal. The thing it makes is a hologram.
Hologram. Poppy said she saw me on the hologram that I put in the big crystal.
Yeah, I think we're in big trouble if Journey ever gets found again.
Okay, well, Poppy, do you want to buy one?
Oh, sure.
Venus
mind-
crystals.
I'll give you a little pss, pss, and I spray some of the fucking get it on Poppy.
Yeah.
This smells really bad.
It says I'm supposed to check to make sure you're not allergic first, but sorry about that.
She starts swelling.
Poppy, give me a Constitution save.
Oh, good.
Introducing the concept of allergy rolls.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's so real.
14?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You're dead.
Yeah, you approach a fire genasi holding this big box, and he looks down and says, you looking to record something?
I am, yes. How much are they?
Going rate is 50 gold per 6 seconds. I can go up to 1 minute. You can record a minimum of a 6-second clip.
But just one of those.
Well, if you get, say, a 12-second crystal, you could do 2 6-second.
How much are those?
The 12 seconds are 100 gold pieces. It's 50 gold for every 6 seconds you want.
How much money do we have?
I got 23 gold.
190, but that's kind of like...
You can totally haggle down, though, because you smell nice.
How would you feel about doing a deal?
With that kind of charisma, how could I resist? What is your opening argument?
What about like 80?
Oh, just a discount?
Yeah.
No.
What does this perfume do?
It reduces the cost by 20%, so...
I would like a 20% discount, please.
He kneels down to you and he squints his eyes with the most incredulous look and he goes, "Listen here, little girl."
And I like waft my hair at him.
He kind of like wipes an arm across his nose and goes, 80 gold sounds fine.
Yes.
Perfect. One 12-second crystal, please.
Yeah, I'll probably get fired, but it's no big deal. Exchange is made. You have a 2-clip crystal up to 12 seconds.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Minus 80.
Does it also have like the phone capabilities?
No, just the video.
I don't understand how this crystal technology works.
The 5 of you are essentially left to your own devices, still in the main plaza here by the main stream, but no longer bothered by Oscar, no longer bothered by wandering merchants. What would you all like to do?
That Oscar's going to be fine in jail, right?
I mean, is anyone ever really fine in jail?
Well, we escaped.
We never... Well, yeah.
It seemed like he had a plan. I'm not too worried about Oscar. I know we wanted to head back to the scratching post. I think at least a couple of us should try to tail the Blight. I know we don't want to brush shoulders with them, but they could be tailing us already.
Would it be helpful for me to follow them back to where they're staying?
Says a disembodied voice.
Says the voice in the
Oh, I
dark.
keep forgetting you're here.
Doran jumps a bit with Journey's voice popping out of nowhere. Journey, you and me,
All right.
we'll meet you back up at the scratching post.
Yeah, scratching post. Let's go. This thing's itchy.
And Hagon is just scratching his beard, and he's like, this
Yeah,
is-
it sucks, doesn't it?
Ugh,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
Yeah, Guy instinctually scratches his beard.
Let's go. Back to the scratching post, everyone.
Keep your bells on you.
Hi
Oh,
ho!
rat.
And he starts marching.
right.
Yeah. Journey taps Doran on the shoulder and then starts walking away.
All right.
If you can hear me, cough once.
I have a bell to both of them. Mm-hmm. And I'm holding them both up.
We'll call you, don't call us. Oh, got it. Goodbye.
Bye, Bobby.
All right. Journey and Doran split off and start tailing the Blight throughout Baxi.
What's it called when you are playing music like in public?
Buskering.
Buskering. So I'm going to be very, very casually, intentionally in the background buskering. So just kind of like strumming very quietly, not actually trying to get people's attention, but just walking through the street, looking around, smiling and nodding at people, swinging my legs around, kind of like sort of dancing, looking for the 2 Blight members we saw earlier.
Okay. Yeah, people look up and regard you as you pass by, but as soon as they realize you're not like a threat in terms of like talent level or like what you're putting out right now,
Okay.
they kind of disregard you and just let you pass by. I mean, buskers are plentiful here, and people are mostly concerned that you're better than them.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, like you said, you're not trying to put on your best performance here, so
Yeah, I'll
they're just
actually,
letting you go.
I'll actually mess up notes occasionally on purpose.
Oh,
So,
yeah, on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I need a investigation check from both Journey and Doran.
Not
This
good
one
at
doesn't
that.
start with a P. So.
Investigation.
Can I,
You've got a -10 to non-P skills, Doran.
once, before you roll, Tara, 1 sec, let me just see.
Yeah.
Before we part ways, can I cast Enhance Ability on Journey and also provide Bardic Inspiration to
Wow.
Journey?
Okay, so enhance intelligence.
Yeah, so I'll give you Fox's Cunning. So you have advantage on intelligence checks, and you have the option to add a D8 with Bard Inspiration.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
So then strumming along, I'll try to do some investigating too. Natural 1. So.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Just putting it all on Journey.
My rolls were bad.
Oh no.
13.
I gave you everything.
Okay. Journey and Doran following along, trying to keep pace with the Blight, or really find them in the first place so that you can tail them. Doran, you are trying to kind of run through the paces, which is to bolster people around you to the best of your ability. You get into your singing a little bit as you're kind of waddling around with this, and you close your eyes for a good long while. But in exchange, you have completely blinded yourself to any chance at you succeeding. Journey, even with all of that, you're spinning around in the city, and just the density of people here, you're not able to see them. You're not able to see anyone. After 10 minutes, it's a lost cause, and the two of you are now standing somewhere in Baxi. You've actually lost your place as to where you are.
I will move my way over to a wall and just lean against it and kind of look around.
Yeah, I walk up to Doran. I lost him. I'm so sorry.
We suck at this.
I don't know what happened. I think I was just trying to figure out what they were doing too much instead of just trying to look for where they were. I don't know.
It's all right. Let's just take a second. Last ditch here. Let's just try for Ganymede, and then if that doesn't help, we can head back to the scratching post, wherever that is.
All right.
Just be real quiet. I'm just going to see if I can hear anything.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to use Ganymede perception for hearing and just see if I can hear anything that sounds like Blight members talking.
Why don't you give me a charisma check to beseech Ganymede in the moment here?
So beseech Ganymede. Just straight charisma, I got a 21.
Beautiful.
So much Riz.
It's got a +5 beseech.
Thank you for recently explaining what Riz means.
What's Riz?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Ah, okay.
All the kids on TikTok are saying it. All right.
I'm too old.
Me too.
I am your Gen Z liaison.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gen Z.
Gen Z-aison.
Doran,
Yeah.
with that roll, listening intently for a specific thing, you hear Ganymede's voice. He says, "Hello? Are you there?
Ganymede, yeah, it's me, Doran.
You're probably the last person to talk to me, you know that. You listen to so many things, you hear so much, but you almost never hear me when I try to talk to you.
Sorry, I didn't know you were trying to reach me.
Are you preoccupied, anxious?
A little anxious. We're lost in the city looking for street thugs that might be trying to kill us. So,
Well,
usual.
let me introduce you to a finer point of my gift.
Oh?
I used to use this at parties to stay ahead of the beef.
I don't do cocaine.
Oh, nope.
Oh, sorry.
Neither do I anymore.
God.
I call this trick rumor sense.
Oh.
Here's the deal. You have to concentrate really hard. Like, really hard. But think of one word. A name? A place? A thing? When you focus on that word, you hear context. Every mention from every people in 100 feet around you. I used to stay up late listening to minstrels in the taverns, and I could hear every rumor in the tavern. I would just clue into one thing and listen to everything about it. You can do the same if only you focus.
That's very cool, Ganymede. Thank you.
And try not to focus on the bad. The things that make you anxious. Your mind can get flooded with things you don't want to hear if you open your mind to it. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
I think so.
Your gift is more dangerous than the others.
Okay. I'll try to be careful. So, I think I follow. Just don't pick a word that might...
Don't focus on the negative. Don't let it overwhelm you.
Okay. I'll give it a shot. I want to say persimmon or maybe plan or... Ganymede, are you still there?
Yes.
Oh, great. Is like a name okay? Even if it's a bad person's name?
As long as you know what the word means and what it's about, then yes.
Okay.
It's about your perception.
Perception. Okay, great. Yep, I think that'll work. Journey, do you mind if we take one other round? You might want to check with Ganymede, too. See if you got anything.
All right. I haven't really used anything from
He's a good guy.
Ganymede yet. I haven't talked to him yet, I don't think.
Do you want some space?
I don't know. I'll try.
Okay.
I take the stone out of a little pouch at my hip and I hold on to it. Ganymede?
Hey, how's it going for a friend?
Hi. I don't really know how any of this works. I haven't really tried to use it yet.
Oh, no? You haven't been able to feel your friends around you?
How do I do that?
You'll need to give it some focus and concentration, some awareness, but you should be able to sense every person you've met before by their footsteps. Everybody walks a little bit differently, and you should be able to sense any of your friends within 100 feet or so.
Is it just my friends, or is it maybe people I met before that I don't like?
Anyone that's been within 100 feet of you before.
Well, that's good to know.
That's what a friend is.
I've definitely...
That's what friends are, right? Anyone that gets near you at all.
For Journey, that might be true.
For Ganymede, it's the same thing.
All right. Yeah, Dorn, I might have an option, too, to check around.
Great, yeah.
Why don't we both try it?
Yeah, why don't we try to find the scratching post, but then try these on our way. See if it works.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll check in with Poppy. I take out the shell and I cough into it.
Hello?
Hey, Poppy. It's Doran.
Yeah.
We're lost. We're okay, though.
Do you need help?
Not yet. We checked in with Ganymede, and we're going to try one other thing and make our way back to the scratching post, so...
Okay.
If you guys are having dinner, did you order already?
Yeah. Do you want me to get you something?
Do they still have French toast?
I'll ask, but I don't know if they serve breakfast at dinner.
Okay.
Do you want me to get you some stew?
No, that's fine. Well, yeah, no, we'll figure out
Oh,
how to get
yeah,
there.
no, he said, one bowl of stew, please. Yeah, extra bread. That would be great. Thank you.
Extra bread's fine, I guess. Okay, well, yeah, thanks, Poppy. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
We'll actually cut over real quick to the other group here that was originally heading towards the scratching post. Guy, Aaron, and Poppy are all walking down the cobbles. The hotel building is not far away from you. It's like a 7-story building that runs up along the stone of Baxi, kind of rising against the column. It's kind of built to look like a giant cat scratching post with little smaller like house-shaped buildings kind of set into it, like a compact birdhouse almost. As you're all approaching, Aaron, currently disguised as Hagon, you take a small, little tiny misstep. You step on one of the cobbles and it's loose, and that causes your ankle to twist a little bit. And it's that little tiny spot of pain again. That little tiny injury from jumping off the cliff and landing on Diver. Your last little reminder of the blight that refuses to let go of you. And that pain always brings your mind back to Diver. You're thinking back to one of the last times that you employed Hagon. And we see a dwarf wearing a dark, heavy cloak. He's thin, small for a dwarf, but still tough-looking. Still with the thick arm hair that you'd expect on a dwarf, but his eyes are anxious and wide open. We watch him walk into a small village, leaving footprints in the snow. And he passes by humble wooden buildings, looking back over his shoulder every few paces, nervously. He stops at the front steps of an inn and counts just a few gold pieces in their hand. There's a loud clack as a wagon wheel slips over a stone, and it startles the dwarf, and they drop their gold into the snow. And Aaron, that's all the money you had. And it all just disappeared under the snow. You barely made it out of Farewell alive, and you know that Diver will be coming after you. He always does. But this time, you're one step ahead of him. You see someone near you dart for the coins that just fell into the snow. They kind of dive for it, and they start reaching through the snow to grab up the coins.
Hey, get out of here. That's mine.
Oh, you dropped these, friend? And he just kind of holds up the gold coins to you.
Hagon snatches him out of his hand.
I'm no friend. Now get.
Back then, it was pretty easy for you to assume that everyone was out to get you, that everyone wanted to steal from you. Shapeshifted as the dwarf, you step inside the inn, and the smell of warmth and humidity and soup and the stink of soggy clothes drying by the fire all kind of invades you at the same time. And you see an attendant standing at the desk. It's a young woman with freckles, and they're smiling straight at you. She says, "Hi, it's 2 gold for the night, 10 for the week. Dinner too. Plenty of rooms. They all have a fireplace, and..." Aaron, something is wrong. Your eyes were sharp long before you had Ganymede. You look at the freckles on this woman's face, and they're not freckles. That's blood spatter. You see the woman give her head an almost imperceptible shake side to side, looking straight at you. You see motion from the kitchen doorway that catches your attention. You see Derringer standing on the threshold, his face coated in someone else's blood. You look up and see Mercy and Ribbo coming down the stairs. The door opens behind you, and it's Diver. His eyes light up as fairy fire rolls through the inn. "Peekaboo, little sprite." The next 24 hours was an agonizing blur. You kept waking up choking on the bittersweet, syrupy taste of health potions as Mercy kept you alive. And Diver did the opposite, in order to drive out every ounce of hope you ever had for escape. And that vision of that little inn and that snowy village and the last time you ever tried to run away has haunted you ever since. You experience all of that in the space it takes to recover from a twisted ankle. And suddenly you're standing outside of the scratching post with your new friends.
Oh, careful. I think you tripped.
Yeah, sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Not used to this little body, it's weird.
I don't know what that's like. Just kidding.
Yeah. I want to get back up to the room so I can change.
Okay.
You all make your way to your room, and you've actually got surprisingly nice accommodations. It's well heated in here, and the room is luxurious, and the beds are massive and circular for some reason. Always circular here.
As soon as we're back in the room and the door closes behind us, Aaron shifts back into Aaron form. Oh my god, I hate beards so much. Ugh. Feels good to be back.
I don't think I'll ever get used to that.
Yeah, tell me about it. Sometimes it just is super uncomfortable to be certain people.
I'm sure.
Well, what's next? Shall we have a meal while we wait for the others?
Before we go, do either of you know any healing? I kind of think I hurt my ankle a few days ago, and I thought I'd sleep it off, but even after some long rests, it hasn't recovered fully.
Yeah, that's what I call it. Nights is just long rests.
Long rest.
I can't say I know any spells for that. Not my area, but I do have a med kit. I could try and splint it.
I seem to have retained some first aid skills from my old days. I might be able to help you out, Aaron, if you'll allow it.
Yeah, it just kind of hurts here. I think it might be a sprain. And Aaron gestures to their right ankle.
Let's take a look. Maybe I'll do some sort of medicinal check.
Medicinal verification.
How appropriate.
6.
Guy, are you using lay on hands or the medicine kit?
Right now, I'm just doing a medicine check.
Yeah. You see Guy open the medicine kit, and very dutifully, kind of like an actual field doctor, he takes out a spool of bandages and he just wraps it around Aaron's ankle and he goes, "Good as new."
Is that any better?
Sure. And Aaron undoes the bandage and rebandages it tighter.
Yeah.
That might help. Thank you.
Yes. Very well.
Let's get some dinner.
tell me what you guys want, and I'll go ask.
I don't know. I
Okay.
mean, food.
I'll have what she's having.
Great, cool. I'll be back.
Yeah, you plot downstairs, and you're a little disappointed with the menu here. It's actually fairly limited.
It's just stew.
Yeah.
Stew and tuna.
They were serving French toast this morning, you saw on the menu, but they actually have a special chalkboard that says no breakfast at dinner.
Fuck this place.
You come up to the desk there, and they're like, what can I get you?
Yeah, I just. Oh, hold on a second. Oh,
Hey, Poppy, it's Doran.
Yeah, you field a call from Doran really quick and get his dinner order.
I guess stew all around then.
Okay, we'll get that right up. It's going to be about 20 minutes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I curtsy. You smell good.
Oh, yeah, you smell great, too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great, see you in 20 minutes.
All right. That was so relevant and perfect.
It's a true and accurate.
Yeah, you always got to shoehorn that in.
I feel like that is how I order things at restaurants.
Yeah.
You peek back into the kitchen. There's just a cat with a chef hat on, just bapping the stew with its paw. Like, that's how it's stirring
It's
it.
not a tabaxi, it's a cat.
Yeah. It's the only actual cat.
Just knocking spices into the stew.
Off the shelf, like
Guys, I don't have high hopes for this meal.
Yeah, Poppy, you're nervously watching from a table into the kitchen, kind of seeing all the missteps that they're making, knowing how subpar the soup is going to be.
Oh, that much sage? Okay.
At least it's included with our stay.
Poppy, the door opens to this room, to the main floor of the hotel here, and in walks Harley Brumlum. She actually might not recognize you due to your costume, but you see her walk up to the front desk, and she starts kind of grilling the employee there, and she says, "Hi, I'm Harley Brumlum. You might know me from some of my work around Baxi. I was wondering if you could just let me know, do you have anyone on your ledgers by the name of Doran? I met a man earlier, and I'm just trying to track him down. We didn't do a good job of saying where and when, so I'm just trying to see." The person at the front desk is obviously a little standoffish and says, "We're not at liberty to really give that information out, and you understand."
Excuse me, and I tap her on the shoulder.
She looks down and goes, "Oh, 2 halflings in one day."
Oh, actually, could you just come to the corner with me?
"E-
Nah, this isn't weird.
Oh, great, yeah. And she goes with you.
This isn't weird.
Keep it on the down low. But I'm actually Poppy. Oh. From earlier.
She gives you a big wink.
Yeah. We're kind of on the lam.
From what?
I don't know. A lot of people are after us for some reason.
What did you do?
Well, we make waves wherever we go. So probably a lot of things.
Okay. I can,
don't-
well,
There's a lot of customs we're not aware of here.
if you need political asylum, I might be able to help you.
Do you offer that?
Well, I can get you in touch with the right people. Captain Field might be able to help with this.
Is he like a big, lion?
Yes, yeah.
We may have a problem with that.
Okay, all right. Well, we can seek other avenues. Anyway, I just wanted to reconvene with you and your group. It seems like you had a lot of interesting happenings, a lot of things to say, and a big story behind you. I just wanted to get the whole truth, and I was hoping we could set aside some time for that.
Definitely. I heard you were asking for Doran. He is not currently here.
That's fine. I assume you know just as much.
Yeah, I can help.
Okay.
I'm not really good at interviews.
Sure. Oh, is that your soup?
Oh, yeah.
You see 5 bowls laid out on the countertop.
Do you have a tray?
Not really.
Oh no, that's okay. And I pop pinch out, and I also cast sous chef.
We've got one here, actually. You see them grab a tray from under the bar, and they start dumping the soup onto one of the trays.
Oh no!
Oh,
Sorry, I meant for.
I misunderstood.
That's okay.
You can handle it.
I'll just pour it back into the bowl. And then I place 2 bowls on the tray and then hand off the other bowls to the unseen servant and Pinch.
Okay.
Harley, if you'd like to follow me upstairs, we can talk while I eat. Does that work?
Yeah, love that direction. Okay, let's do that.
Follow me.
Yeah.
Soup's here. Also, Harley's here.
Hi, Harley Brumlumlum. I work, I'm an independent reporter now, but did I meet all of you before? I don't remember.
We have met a lot of people in the past day or so, but
This is Guy.
Yep.
This is Aaron.
Pleasure to meet both of you. I was wondering if any of you knew anything about the island of Lore.
Yeah. That's
Lore.
a tough one.
Lore.
Guy, we were just there. The island that fell out of the sky.
So you were there. You saw it happen.
Yes, I was trying to prevent this very outcome happening.
I did not pick up what you were putting down. I'm so sorry.
There were so few there, and I haven't been able to track down much of the turtle. They hid themselves away pretty quickly. Can you tell me what happened?
Before I speak to you, do I need a lawyer?
What? A lawyer?
Yeah, to,
Like Famir and Associates or something? Like, what do you need?
I'm just making sure I'm not under arrest.
You're not under arrest. I'm not the governing body who would do that.
Well, I don't know how things work here.
Okay, well, I'm a reporter. I tell
Harley.
stories. Yeah.
I think we might have some interesting information to share with this Skyland because lore fell from the sky. And we think we might have some ideas why, but we don't know for sure. And we came here to actually warn people that the same thing might be happening
I knew
to
it.
the other Skylands.
I knew it.
Nobody will listen to us.
We also wish not to incriminate ourselves. Not that we did anything wrong, but people have been all up on us since we got here, and
Yeah, so can
We were in the
remain
wrong
anonymous?
place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I understand. That's exactly why I wanted to get involved. The real truth needs to get out there.
You're not gonna, slander us, right?
No, listen. Not all journalists are bad people.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Even in the intro, Tim said that she's on the up and up.
Well, that's Tim saying that.
I got a 9.
She's evil.
Okay. Yep. You're good.
but
No.
truly our goal is just to prevent this from happening on other islands, such as the one we currently are on.
She kind of solemnly nods and looks at the floor and she goes, I knew I was on the right side of this. Yes, let's prevent this from happening to Baxi or anything else. Tell me
Yeah.
everything.
Okay, so we went to the island.
Mhm.
We were trapped in a cave.
Okay.
And then there was this big old man who,
Scary man.
scary man, and he sucked all of the bismite out of the cave.
Okay.
And then everything started rumbling, and
That's
then
how the island fell.
then we fought these guys, and then we finally left, and it fell behind us.
We are back on the streets of Baxi with the setting sun. It is coming into the evening now. The two of you are kind of walking back towards the scratching post, but at the same time trying to tune into Ganymede and get a read on things. Let's have you make those attempts here.
Okay. Does the Ganymede require concentration to
It
use?
does,
Okay.
yep.
So I have to drop Enhance Ability, but I will give Bardic Inspiration back again.
Okay.
There we go.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm going to be looking for the mention of Ribbo.
Okay.
Should I go first?
Yeah, please.
Okay. All right. Do I get advantage on this?
Yes, it's a check involving hearing, so yes.
Okay. Yeah, 17.
Okay. A 17 is plenty to clue into the words around you, and you hear a lot of murmuring and a lot of whispering, and for just an instant you hear that clacking again. And it sends you into a sweaty panic, but you focus on the mission, and you're able to move past it, and you hear...
Next time you see him, just start stabbing. Diver didn't seem to trust him one little bit. Neither Aaron nor that Dorman guy or whatever his name was. We We gotta kill both of them. I mean, if Erin's not part of the plan anymore, she's dead to us, right?
Okay. With hearing that, I'm just gonna try to stay calm, continue playing my lute, and just kind of like shift over towards the direction where I heard the sound. And if I can lock eyes with Journey, I'll kind of gesture like with my head.
I was just chilling invisible.
All right. Well, yeah, I make just a general gesture,
Okay.
like kind of gesturing inwards, like I might have something.
Okay. After getting an idea of how to handle this, Journey is going to reach out, I guess, mentally, magically, and try to get a feel for where the Dragonborn is because she's been within 100 feet of that Dragonborn. And I take advantage because it's the
Yep.
perception. Okay.
Involving touch.
Okay. 22.
Okay. So here's the thing. Two of you are walking down the street back towards your hotel, and Doran, you've been tuned into Ribbo the entire time, trying to get that read, and it finally, at some point, shows up for you. Journey, the same exact time, you're able to sense the position of Ribbo. You both look around for where that might just be coming from, and you look up and see a tavern, a bar. It's called The Dive.
Cool. Subtle.
Appropriate.
Yeah. And I would hope, satisfied with that information, are you going to try to bust into the bar now or continue back to the hotel?
No. I'm going to try and get a feel for my friends instead and shift focus away from this now that we know where they are.
Doran's gonna look to see if there's like a window or anything like that.
There are, but they are intentionally blackened out so as not to be seen in or out of. You wonder why there's windows at all.
Hey friend, we got to get going. Let's get out of here.
We know where they're at.
We know where they are and we can regroup with our friends.
Why?
Because we're not in any shape to handle them.
They are gonna know where the others are. And they're after Erin and me.
Right now, they don't know where we are. If we go in there, they're going to know.
We can regroup quick, but I want to go back there tonight.
We gotta be smart about this, Doran. We gotta rest before we're able to do anything about this. If we try to do something right now, we're going to be doing more harm than good.
Let's see what the rest of the group says, I guess.
Doran, I promise you we're going to deal with this.
Tonight. And then I start strumming and start walking towards where I think the scratching post is.
Okay. Before long, you find it. You walk inside. You smell soup. You see busy employees. You walk up to your room. Open the door.
And
Too much sage.
and then we caught everyone, and then the island fell out of the sky.
Is the first thing you hear. As Harley's back is to you. As you walk into this room, and Poppy is excitedly spilling every last bean about lore.
Oh, and I like punched a guy with fire.
You can see Harley is switching feverishly between taking notes in a very large Librum and occasionally holding up a Venus crystal to take little clips of Poppy speaking.
Whoa, crystal's a little much. And I kind of stand and like just move in between Poppy and
Dorman, it's good to see you again.
Jeez. It's Doran. I mean, you know what,
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Harley. It's been a long day.
Now,
I drop invisibility.
oh, hello.
Hi.
Okay, so all of you again. Great.
Hey, Doran, your soup is right here, and I did get extra bread. But
Awesome.
they said absolutely no breakfast for dinner. I'm so sorry.
I don't understand. It's the best food. Okay. Thanks, though, Poppy.
So is this all true? Everything she said? You were on an island. You all punched some people, and the island fell.
I mean, that's not how it.
I was
that
paraphrasing.
Okay, we didn't make it fall. We just witnessed it.
I understand. It was this blue-eyed old man.
He was. If it's all right if I speak about it.
Yeah, you saw him more than I did.
We thought maybe Harley could help us get the word out to save this Skyland and others.
Right. That's why I wanted to be here, is to try and stop it from happening here. He's not an old man. He's something much larger and more powerful.
He looked old.
He looked like an old man, but he was hiding. I
Wait a
interacted
second.
with him once.
Do you think he's a shapeshifter?
I don't. Shapeshifter is such a such an umbrella term for so many different types of people and
I've
creatures.
seen the posters, though. They're warning about a deadly shapeshifter.
Posters?
Here?
Here in Baxi,
What
just
is-
in the last day.
What do they say?
Just that there's a shapeshifter and to be on the lookout and
Do they say what they look like usually?
She kind of drops her expression. She goes, they're a shapeshifter.
Who placed these memorandums?
The brass, I suppose.
But did they give any indication of what form they may be taking?
No, that's kind of the hard part. They're just having people be on the lookout for somebody changing their shape actively.
Ooh,
I
right.
don't think that this is the same thing.
That's
I'd be suspicious of any shapeshifters for the time being, anyway.
We'll keep
so
a-
suspicious.
We'll keep both eyes out for that journey.
Right. Anyway, this old man, he was something real old and real powerful, he gave off a fiendish celestial type of energy, and he was able to pull the power and energy out of the bismite in the island that was keeping it afloat.
Wow. You see her writing feverishly.
He drained the whole island.
He drained the entire thing faster than it's possible to.
Okay. She slams her Libram closed. She says, listen, this is already bigger than I thought. We're going to have to escalate this.
And I have a couple requests on how we handle this. And there's more than what we've even shared now. This touches the great beasts as well.
Oh, my God.
I don't want you bringing this just to the general public. I think we need an audience with some higher ups that we can trust.
I agree, but it's not easy in Baxi. I mean, a good step would be Garth, the captain. I don't know if you've met him, but that would be a good first step. He knows
Sorry,
a lot
wait.
of people, but...
Are we talking about the Captain Field?
Oh, yeah, Garth Field. Yeah, he's a big deal around here. He knows a lot of people.
Stop the podcast.
Can I just say that it was my idea and I called that Thomas would immediately react.
Stop the podcast.
Anyway, keep rolling.
Captain Garth Field is a great resource, but he's not everything. Honestly, if you really want to get through to the people here, you either need the best of Baxi on your side or you've got to be one of the best in Baxi.
Well, we already know Phenom Green.
Yeah.
You know Phenom Green?
Yeah, we're
Right.
close personal friends with
Quite
Mr.
well.
Green.
Holy shitty fuck. Can you get me an autograph or something?
You could probably meet him if you hang around with us.
I feel like there are bigger concerns.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Like the Skyland falling out.
Yeah, okay. People dying, you're right. That does take a precedent, I guess. Okay.
But he would be a good resource.
Yes, Garth would be a good resource. Phenom would be a great resource.
I
Any
think
of the top 10.
I think I shoved Mr. Field, Captain Field.
Okay, well, let's call that a closed door then.
What about if I have a work relationship with Ballerin Breeze?
Ooh, I mean, Ballerin's number one, but he's been known to defend his
be a jerk?
position. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I were to defeat Mr. Breeze in the field of horsery?
Horsery.
Sorry.
Oh,
This is
stop
not our
horsing
avenue. This is
around.
not our avenue to actual success, but it is the best avenue to hilarity. As far as picking out who's gonna go for best of
Yes.
Baxi.
We were we've been throwing around ideas of how to get into the top 10. Guy thinks he can beat Mr. B, and I might be able to be best baker in Baxi.
Good, yeah. I think Baker's a good thing to go for. Best racer in Baxi. I hope you got one hell of a mount.
Oh, he doesn't have a mount.
Well, I did, but currently he is in the possession of Mr. B.
People have attempted to run in the ring light before, just on foot, and they are summarily laughed out of the stadium. I advise you don't.
Well, I don't think I could outrun a horse.
What
I've
if-
never tried.
Not completely crazy, then great.
we have a Bismite engine wagon
That's a great start. Why didn't you say that in the first place?
because it only goes about 10 miles per hour.
Okay, let's call that a closed door.
Why can't we just ask these people to help us? Why we don't need to beat them, do we?
I mean, I know you're not like part of high society, really. No offense. But that's kind of just how the hierarchy works.
It's vicious. She's not wrong. The best in Baxi, they try to make sure other people don't become the best in Baxi. They like where they are.
I met some pretty cutthroat business people in my day. And
Well, we can just blackmail them or threaten them.
She points her pen at you and goes, "That's an open door."
I feel morally opposed to that a little bit.
Here's your targets that you can go after, okay? There's 10 of them, so hold on to your hats. You all know about Balor and Breeze. It's the best racer in Baxi. There's Lady Luck. Her name is Mabel. She's our best gamer gambler. And we've got Patterson Panderson. He's the best chef in Baxi. You all know Phenom Green, best performer. You know Oliver Grun. You know Lyra Lesting. You've probably heard of Theo Hoff. There's a relatively newcomer. Her name is Brunhilde Flan. She's the best wizard Baxi knows. She's good with fire, I know that much. There's also Cindy Buns. She's an apprentice of Patterson Panderson. She's the best baker in Baxi. And there's a man named Tomothy Matterfax.
We met him. He
Oh,
was very
good.
rude.
Yeah, so you know that. Okay.
What's he? What?
He's a hologram actor. That's all he does. Ever.
We don't like him.
No one does.
It would be great to defeat him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like for personal reasons.
I'd say we could end our entire journey there, personally.
The end of campaign, we just beat the shit out of Tomothy Matterfax and call it good. As they're talking about the best 10, Journey is going to nod at Aaron and kind of gesture to a corner and start walking away a little bit.
What's up?
Brunhilde Flan, is that Mercy?
Oh, didn't we hurt Mercy back in Farewell?
Right. Why would she be here? I mean, I guess maybe she came with Ribbo and the other one.
Guess. I mean, Mercy was always in Farewell when I was in the Blight. I didn't know she traveled outside very often, so I'm surprised that she rose to number 1 so quick.
Right. We better keep an eye out.
But that kind of says something about how much control the Blight has in this area, I think.
All right. Well, yeah, we can wait until
What are you guys talking about over there?
personal business.
Oh, sorry. I just writing down what I can.
Was Phenom in the top 10 or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've kind of gotten in with some of them.
That's great. If you can catch up with Phenom, I'm sure he's in town today or tomorrow. He's got a performance coming up.
I mean, we're obviously close personal friends with him, but we don't know where he'll be.
I would hang around the ring light if you're looking to find him.
Okay. How likely is it, do you think I could win Best Baker? Like, how good is Cindy Buns?
Well, one time I had a croissant from her wagon and I cried for 8 minutes.
Did she put a spell on that?
No, it was just a really good croissant.
I get it.
I believe you can do it, Poppy.
Well, thank you, Guy. I'm just going to need to up my game a little.
Well, I feel like if we can just get a hold of Phenom, that might solve most of our problems.
Okay. This has been immensely helpful. I need to go organize my thoughts. I understand you don't want this released to the public just yet. I can
Right.
respect that.
We also I don't think we want our names named because there might be people here that are keeping an eye out for us and not in a good way.
Yeah.
Are you sure this is big stuff? You don't want to be at the heart of it?
Yes, I've expressed this already. We do not wish to be known that we are here.
We never really wanted to be heroes.
We're here by accident.
Yeah, most of us are criminals, actually, so we're not super credible
Speak
sources.
for yourself. I am an upstanding citizen.
I
Okay.
just don't think your article will get much street cred if it's listing our names. I mean, no one even really knows who we are.
That fair, yeah.
Not yet.
Before you go, Harley, you gather a lot of information, right?
Yes?
We've had some run-ins with the Blight, and couldn't help but notice a bit of their presence here.
Yeah.
Could you give us any tips about what their aims might be? I'm sure they've shown up in the news.
Yeah. She opens her Librum. She flips back a few pages. She flips back a whole section and then draws her finger down the page and taps on something. She goes, yeah, there's been a growing Blight presence here for a few months now. We got a lot of visits from a few people. There is a Fae type, a fairy-like person. I actually didn't get a clear pronunciation of their name, but it was Parseman or something like that.
Parsimon. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She makes a correction to her notes and writes Parsimon, clearly. She says, we've also had a lot of mentions of a remote bar owner here. There's a bar called The Dive. It's actually owned by a man who goes by the name Diver, but he lives far away from here. He just owns it with one of his partners. That's where they hang out, a lot of them, the Blight. They congregate there. They're safe there, and they know it. Not even the brass will go there. They're terrified.
This diver, what's his partner's name?
Huh. I did check the ledgers for this, but I had never found this person. Lyrian Hale.
Lyrian Hale.
Harley, I don't know how invested in the Blight investigation you are, but Diver isn't going to be much of a problem around here anymore.
What? What do you mean?
I want to know, what have their aims been? What have their actions been? Is there anything that you've tried to get to print that's been shut down?
No, I've put out a lot of stories about vandalism, some crime and robbery. They're a criminal organization. That's what they do.
They're more than that.
Okay.
We can share more. They were very much related to everything that went down in lore.
They got some big Bismite
Wait.
dealings.
Those people who you punched, was that Diver?
I didn't punch Diver, but I did punch someone with wings.
Did you see this Parsimon and Diver and Lyrian Hale there?
They came for us, not Lyrian.
We don't know Lyrian Hale.
Milegrin?
I don't know Smilegrin. She's kind of adding stuff to her notes.
Diver's dead.
Oh.
Smilegrin might be dead.
Good.
We have no confirmation of any of that.
Okay. All right. At this point, there are some protocols I need to follow for the safety of the people of Baxi. I won't give any specifics. I won't give your name. I'm just going to let Captain Field know that they need to be on the lookout. Extra care on the Blight. They need to watch the dive. Okay?
I thought you said they leave the dive alone. The brass do.
Yeah, they won't go in there, but they'll keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Also, maybe keep an eye out for someone with very blue eyes.
That's
going
to be a problem.
We saw a bunch of people with blue eyes, and it was just because of that dang drink.
Yeah,
right.
People are obsessed with glamour food here. Almost every special treat and every piece of food here always comes with some magical effect. They love it here.
It's so weird because I invented that.
I mean, their stuff is all aesthetic, right? They just like to look different.
I mean, everything looks home-baked. I'm not really good at the aesthetic part. Sorry. Unrelated and not relevant.
Sure, yes. All of you need to stay safe, okay? It's going to be a rough couple of days.
Could you possibly do us another favor? I know that you're already kind of putting yourself out on a limb here with us and not really knowing who we are that well. This Captain Field sounds like he might actually be a really good person for us to know. We definitely had an encounter with him that didn't go great. Would you be willing to put in a good word and maybe express that we're sorry and we didn't mean to scare him?
I'll try to work with that, sure. You see her taking
Maybe
down
don't
another
say
note.
scare. I don't know. I feel bad. We were just trying to get something done.
I'll do what I can, but I hope you all understand my sense of urgency around this, but I have to be going. Thank you for trusting me.
You know where to find us.
Be careful and don't carry any mining equipment with you.
Of course not.
And if you betray us, well, you better watch out.
Yeah, Aaron smashed a guy's face in.
She kind of points her pen at you and she goes, very good, very scary. Okay. All right.
Aaron just frowns at her. So scary.
Thanks, Harley.
Yeah, my last warning here. Don't get on Balarin's bad side. And I think we'll end it right there. Thanks everybody for listening. I'm Tim, your GM.
I'm Hannah playing Aaron.
I'm Tara and I play Journey.
Hey, I'm Thomas. I'm Guy.
This is John. I play Doran.
I'm Maggie and I play Poppy Kenmore.
Please share the show with people you love, and we'll see you next time.